Hey everybody, this is TJR. I just wanted to do a quick follow-up video to my video from earlier in the week about the passing of Walter Becker. First of all, I just want to say to everybody, thank you so much for all of your comments, talking about your experience with the music, your favorite Steely Dan song or songs, your favorite Steely Dan album or albums. I am sorry that I have not been able to personally respond to all these comments. And in fact, I don't think I've responded to any of them. There's just been so many. But I have read every single comment, and I've really appreciated hearing what you have to say and reading about your experiences. Since finding out about Walter Becker's passing, I began to re-listen to the entire catalog again. And as I listened to it, I kept thinking to myself, what would I pick as my favorite Steely Dan album? And I started with Can't Buy a Thrill, and I thought, well, yeah, this one. And then I went to the next album and said, well, no, this one. And then I went to the next album and I said, no, this one. And this just kept happening. And as I kept listening, I asked myself, well, favorite song? And a lot of my favorite Steely Dan songs are actually songs that a lot of people don't talk about. Songs like Boston Rag, Daddy Don't Live in That New York City No More, the title track to the album The Royal Scam. And so I also kept thinking about favorite song. And as hard as it was, I finally did kind of focus on one song. And that song is off of Pretzel Logic. The song is called Charlie Freak. Charlie Freak is mostly a piano-driven song, and I love the very dark classical piano modes that the song uses. I also love the juxtaposition of the very spacey synthesizer textures that come in, midway through the song as well. Many Steely Dan songs can have very vague lyrics where there's multiple interpretations possible, but with this song, there is no misinterpreting what these lyrics are about. It's a very sad and dark story, about a drug addict. And I like how both the music and the lyrics help to tell that story and play the movie in my mind as I listen to it. I can see all the images very clearly. The whole story of the song is being told from a third-person narrative who knows the main character in the song. First, the main character talks about how the drug addict Charlie Freak has only one thing of value, which is this golden ring, and how in order to feed his habit, he sells it to the character who's telling us the story, the song, the narrator. He sells it to him, and he says the line in the song is, "And me so wise, I bought his prize for chicken feed." And then, of course, later, with that cash, he buys more junk, he overdoses, he dies, and our narrator in the song says, when I heard, I grabbed a cab to where he lay, round his arm the plastic tag read DOA. And then he directly tells us, the audience, yes, Jack, I gave it back, the ring I could not own. And you can just picture him putting the ring back on his finger. And then there's that final line, now come my friend, I'll take your hand and lead you home. And I've always wondered, who was he talking about there? Now obviously he can't take Charlie home, Charlie's dead. Who was he talking about? And I thought maybe he was telling this story, well, he's telling it to us, the audience, but maybe there's another person in the song that he's telling the story to. Maybe it's another drug addict. And he's now, come my friend, I'll take you home. Like saying, look, this is what could happen to you. You have to stop. Maybe he's trying to show this. Maybe he's showing it to a small child, a son or a daughter, saying, look what could happen to you if you choose this path. And once again, maybe he's also saying it to us, look what could happen. This is a cautionary tale. Look what could happen. Now come, my friend, I'll take your hand. We, the audience, are the friend. At any rate, though, when that song finally reaches its close and there's that crescendo of the piano arpeggio that's played at the end, I'm just left out of breath. It just knocks the wind out of me when I listen to that song. And only music can do that. Only music can make tragedy and pain and sadness something wonderful. I know I've said that in other videos, but it always bears repeating. Still not sure about my favorite Steely Dan album, although I'm kind of leaning towards The Royal Scam. Just depends on my mood in that particular moment. But kind of leaning towards that album. But if I had to pick a song, even though I don't want to, I would pick Charlie Freak. Anyways, everybody, once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your comments. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.